Let's talk about percentage problems. So I'm talking about problems like this. 15 is what percent of 8? What is 12% of 80? What percent of 90 is 25? The tool to be able to do these, I think, is in using these 4 words or symbols and translating them into math language. So the word is always going to mean equals. The word of in a word problem is always going to mean multiplier, multiplication. Any percent that you see, you're going to change to a decimal. And then if you see what number or what, anything with a question, that's going to be given a variable. And I'm going to use n. So let's look at this problem. 15 is what percent of 8? So using those rules, 15 gets translated as 15, is means equals, what percent gets the letter n, a variable, of means multiply, and 8 is, of course, 8. So I have this equation. Now, using pre-algebra skills, if you have n times 8, you're going to divide both sides by 8 to get rid of the 8 here so that you have n by itself. So let me grab my marker here. So what you would do is divide both sides by 8. These 8s are going to cancel, and n equals 15 divided by 8, which is 1.875. And since the question is what percent, we're going to need to change this to a percent. You change a decimal to percent by moving the decimal 2 places to the right and added a percent sign. So 15 is what percent of 8? Well, it's more than 8, so it's 187.5%. Let's consider this problem. What is 12% of 80? Well, what gets the variable n? Is means equals 12%. You drop the percent. You move the decimal 2 places to the left. So that's 0.12. Of means multiply. 80 is 80. 0.12 times 80. Well, that's 9.6. So pretty easy. Let's consider this last one. What gets translated as n? Of means multiply. 90 is 90, is means equals, 25 is 25. So I have this equation. N times 90 equals 25. So you divide both sides by 90. That's how you get rid of multiplication in a little pre-algebra problem. So n is 25 divided by 90. Well, 25 divided by 90 is 0.27, and the 7 is repeating, but it asks what percent, so I have to change this to a percentage. You move the decimal 2 places to the right and add a percent sign. So that's going to be 27.8% because the 7 is repeating, and I round it up. So 27.8%. So that, I think, is the best way to solve percentage problems. Of course, that's assuming that you have at least a little knowledge of pre-algebra skills. So with this, you can translate any word problem that has percents in it to just a simple pre-algebra equation and then solve that easily. So is gets translated as equals. Anytime you see the word of, that means to multiply. Percentages get changed to decimal form, and what is going to be translated as a variable. See ya.